Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video in my plugin development series. In today's video, we're going to be covering how to create our own custom commands. For the purpose of today's video, we'll make a command that sends the player a message in response to the command they've run. So, let's get right into it. First things first, when we create a command, is we right click on our package, create new package. I like to call mine commands. Then we right click on commands and create a new Java class. For the purpose of this tutorial, I will call this first command and hit enter. So, the first thing we need to do within this class is implement command executor, which we'll find in the org.bucket.command, and then we just double click to import this. You'll see there's an error on this line. However, if we hover over it, we just need to click implement methods and press OK. And this creates what we need to actually start writing our first command. So now we're ready to start writing our command. And as our command is only intended for the player to use, what we'll first do is a check. To do this, we'll do if sender instance of player. And all this does is it checks that the person who sent the command, which could be the console or anything else, actually is a player. Once we're inside of here, we can type player equals, in brackets, player sender. And all this will do is we'll convert the sender from a command sender to a player type. This means we can do certain things such as the purpose of this command, which is player.sendMessage. And for my message, I'll type pong. Once we've done this, we can then move over to our main class yet again, which mine's called tutorial. I wrote this previously, but all we need to do is type getCommand dot setExecutor and then the class we created for this command. In my case, it's called first command. And all this will do is it will tell the server to get the command ping from our configuration file here. And once it's run, specify what will happen. So we're setting the class to be the executor, which will mean once someone types the command ping, the server will look into this class and execute the code. In order to actually get this command on our server, which doesn't exist already, we want to open up the plugin.yml, which is automatically created when you start the project. So we double click that and simply type commands, the name of our command. We can set a description and we can set the usage of this command. In my case, I'll just type /ping. Once we've done this, we're now ready to allow this on our server and see how it works. So as in the previous video, all we'll do is go over to this right hand side, open up these sections and double click package. This should go through the stages of compiling our plugin. As we can see, build success with no errors. We open up target, right click and show in Explorer. What will happen when you're working on a plugin is a lot of jars will be created. All we want to focus on at the moment is this one. You can ignore the shaded one and ignore the one that specifies original. So if you followed on from the last tutorial, we will already have an older version on our server. All we need to do, drag it over and replace the file. Once this is done, we can close the target directory and simply start our server. Once our server has started, it is important to check that the plugin actually loaded successfully, which we can see here. We still have our message from the very first tutorial saying this plugin has been enabled. Once we've verified this, we can then open up Minecraft, go onto the server. Once we're in the server, we can then type our command, which is /ping, and we can see we responded with pong. One thing we did forget to do, which will remove this message here, is if we open up the IDE yet again, go back into first command, what we want to do is just below our message, return true. What return false does is the command was run unsuccessfully and will then send the usage, which we specify here, to the player instead. So as we can see, the player is a player, and it's sent the message, and then we can return true. So I'll see you back over on Minecraft once I've compiled and restarted the server. So now we're back on the server after making that change, and we can type /ping, and as we can see, we've had our response without the usage information. That concludes today's video on how to make our very first command. In the next video, I will go through how to create our own custom events, which can listen for things such as breaking blocks, attacking an entity, or eating food. So if you enjoyed this, please make sure to hit the subscribe button, like the video, and thank you very much for watching.